Howdy guys, I'm Neous-Prime, and today it's a bit of a sad day. I literally just got finished recording my TCG Pocket video, and I realized that this was not turned on. So instead, what we're gonna do is I'm going to react to myself opening these packs. While we're here, I may as well talk to you about what we got for Pokemon Day and what we got announced. So we got uh Pokemon Champions, which is for the Switch and for iPad or iPhones, which I think is going to be really great. You can move Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Go, from your home, and I think it's really good that we're going to get more stuff for Pokemon Day, or for Pokemon stuff for the future. But yep, as you can see, we got a bunch of new cards. Some of the older ones we got new versions of, which was nice. We also got Metatite, which I think is really good. This Heracross is really good. Flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, this attack does 70 more damage. Which I said was completely broken if you manage to get both of these as heads. But again, that's a very, very rare chance for that to happen. And a new Cherrim card. The Cherrim card isn't great, but it does heal itself, which is good. But there are 75 cards in this set, which comes out to around 90 if you include the full arts, the alt arts, and even the immersive, which is Arceus, as I can tell you. And it's kind of a given, because the number of packs kind of determines the number of alt arts, or the number of immersive arts, which is always nice. But we also got this Pikachu card. I've seen this art before. I think I have it. I said how there was two separate versions of Cherrim, the closed and the open petals, which I can imagine, and I can see someone running both. This Shaman Sky card is really good, because its ability, Sky Support, as long as this Pokemon is on your bench, your active basic Pokemon's retreat cost is 1 less. Which, if you're running a basic EX, is going to be super, super good. I also apologize for how it looks right now, just because I'm in CapCut right now, watching it with you guys. But during this recording, I was also talking about Legends ZA and how... Yep, right about here was where I started getting stuff. That's a full art. Yep, that Fiona's good because you can make your active opponent's Pokemon fall asleep. There was another Metatite, Staravia. And there's the full art Sudowoodo. I don't know how many I got in this, but I think it was like close to 3 or 4. Its fighting headbutt isn't great just because Sudowoodo's not going to last long against an EX and it only does 50 damage. But going back to my tangent on Legends ZA, I'm actually really glad that Chikorita and Totodile are also probably going to get regional forms. It's kind of interesting that we're in the same region, X and Y. Also, this berry card is really good. During this turn, attacks used by Snorlax, Heracross, and Staraptor cost 2 less energy, which can be really good depending on if you run it. But going back to Legends ZA, I'm curious to see if we get either regional forms for the starters or if we get Mega Evolution for them, or if we get both. But I am kind of hoping that we do see some more Mega Evolutions. Also, this Glaceon card has both a full art and an alt art, which is really cool. This Clefable card is also really good. During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon do 30 less damage, which is good, especially if you're running this against Palkia, Darkrai, whoever. But always having your opponent's Pokemon doing less damage is always good. Also, during this video, I was talking about how the meta is going to be significantly changed. There's still going to be some Pokemon that are relevant, which is kind of iffy. Because while there are going to be some good Pokemon, like this Crobat here, with Cunning Link, several Pokemon actually have this Link ability. If your Arceus or Arceus EX is in play, you may do 30 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, and depending on which Link you get, because certain Pokemon get a variation of this ability, like you got Tyranitar, you've got Abomasnow, Raichu, Carnivine, Heatran. There's several rare Pokemon that get this ability, or a Link ability. Yep, right about here was where I got something else. I can't remember off the top of my head. This Whiscash is a bit iffy, because if you flip a heads, it does 60 more damage, but if you flip a tails, it does 20 less. It's okay. It's not the greatest thing in the world. And there's the full art Magnemite. I was talking about how it's nice that we are getting a steel type line of Magnemite. But at the moment, nothing is beating the electric Magneton line from Genetic Apex. Also, I was talking about this card right here, the Irida card. Heal 40 damage from each of your Pokemon that has any water energy attached to it. So I currently run 2 separate water decks. The first deck I run is primarily Palkia. The other one focuses primarily on Licky Licky. And this Irida card is going to be really, really broken in the meta. But I am kind of curious. Also, this Houndoom card is freaking sick, by the way. This looks like something straight out of hell. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. This is good. Because if you have a Pokemon, say, you have Venusaur, but you don't have enough energies to get it out, or to even attack with its big move, you're now stuck if your opponent is a Houndoom and it uses its corner move. So I can definitely see some of these newer cards climbing up the meta and changing it. But I definitely think that water types are going to be primarily the new meta. But there are still going to be some decks that I can see definitely being still relevant. Also, this Vampy Crochet is really, really nice. It looks so adorable. But, like, Darkrai, I can see. The Celebi Superior deck, I can definitely see. This Unknown card is also good. Once during your turn, you may check either player. Look at the top card of that player's deck. So this Unknown card does have a good use. The problem is its move and its HP. It's not great, but it is manageable. And there's the Nose Pass card. And another Houndoom. But another thing I kind of like about these newer Pokemon, or these newer packs, is that we are getting different arts for older Pokemon cards, like that Snorlax. Like, its move is not great, but we do have new art. Also, this Blizzard does about the same thing as the Frost Rotom does. I am so upset that my mic wasn't working. Also, we got a new some new lines in this. This Azumarill card is actually not that bad. It's not great. But if it can be used, it's kind of a miracle. I can imagine Waterfalls definitely being in someone's deck. This Best Between card is kind of good. Doing 120 damage, but doing 30 damage to yourself. That's not bad, but you're only going to be able to use it 4 times. There's the Houndour. Yep, and I pulled a rainbow out of this. Leafeon EX. I was completely flabbergasted when I saw this. Because I was talking about earlier how there's a Glaceon EX. And I did not think for a second that Leafeons would be that good. And also, just kind of as a forewarning, if you guys see this and it's the one where, or the thumbnail, it has Alt-Art Glaceon on it. I actually make all of my own stuff. Also, this Mawile is good. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Steel type, this attack does 30 more damage, which is not bad. But I make all of my own thumbnails. I just take random images that I find to be good off of, like, Google, and just slap them on. Yep. Here's the Heatran, and that speed link is actually pretty good. But I've noticed the thing with all the links is that it only applies to that specific Pokemon. So you can't switch it to Arceus itself, you can't switch it to Glaceon, you can't switch it to your Garchomp. There's nothing you can do to switch to put that ability on something else. But I will say, I did pull a good number of full arts. So the full art trend I got from Spacetime Smackdown was coming back. Also, go check out that video, by the way. And if you are here at this point of the video, I would suggest subscribing to Neous-Prime. That way you don't miss a single video. There are, like, certain Pokemon I would like to see actually make an appearance in A3, which is the new pack we'll be getting in late April, if I remember correctly. Also, this Donphan does the exact same thing as the Togekiss. I'm sorry. I'm doing this literally right after recording this video, and I freaking screamed my lungs out. Oh, God. I will tell you that I did get some really, really not good pulls in this. But I am so mad. I am so mad. I am kind of interested to see, like, what, like multi-type deck some people are gonna pull. Like, one of the ones that's currently in the meta right now is Darkrai, Magneton, and Druddigon, which is really good. I've used it before, so I know it's good. God, I need water. But probably one of my favorite things that I like to see, especially, like, whenever I get, like, Poké News or whatever, is, like, what new IRL TCG packs are coming out, also, this Giratina card is garbage. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it now. Crisis Dive is not great. Discard 2 random energy. It also is using both grass and psychic instead of water. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna be running a couple, or the next few dragon types are gonna be running grass type, which is going to suck. Yep, there's something here. And it's a full art. Golbat, Grogunk, and another Houndoom. That was my second Houndoom. Just to put perspective on it. It's... That's really insane. But, like, Electrike, I can definitely see more electric types being added. Because the only real deck that any electric type people are running is Zapdos and Pikachu, which are both in Genetic Apex, which is kind of okay. I also see a lot of people running this new Gabite, or the new Garchomp line. Celestic Town Elder is good. Put one random basic Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. So say, like, you only had, like, one card line of, like, Togekiss, and you lose Togepi. And then you literally just pull Togetic. You can play that card and get your Togepi back, which is fantastic. Yep, right around the middle was where I got something. I wanted to take a look at that Medicham card. I'm still gonna go take a look at it after this. Oh, yep, there's the full art Meryl. This thing, it looks so good. It looks like the Executor card that we got from Mythical Island, where it's multiple of the same Pokemon. But it's still a really, really nice full art. I was also surprised that we got Mothim in this, just because Mothim is not really that good. There's a new Snover card. Yep. Something here. Complaining always works. I was complaining for a while, because I was not getting any EXs, and it was another Houndoom card. But I will tell you, the trend of me pulling, like, God knows how many full arts in 10 packs was utterly insane. Again, I'm sorry about my voice. Also, this Toxicroak card is really good. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Do 20 damage to this Pokemon instead of the usual amount for this special condition. So I can definitely see Toxicroak being in a Dark-type deck. But again, it doesn't do damage. But for 1 energy, that's really good. I'm also curious what you guys think of the Legend ZA starters. Yep, there's full art Sky Shaman. This card looks super nice. You guys put in the comments down below what starter you're going to do for Legend ZA, which comes out later this year. And also for anyone asking if I'm gonna play Legend ZA on the channel, I'm thinking about it. It's just gonna depend on what my next semester of classes is looking like. Alright. But I am kind of happy to see, like, how much this game has evolved, full art, over the past 4 months that it's been out. Like, we have 4 separate booster packs we can pull from. And it's only been out since the 30th of October. It's so nice seeing how much this game has evolved. I will tell you, though, I was getting slightly frustrated at this point. Because I was literally even begging for a full art at this point. Yeah, this was pack 8, and it had not pulled any sort of full art. There's the Tyrannosaur card I was telling you guys about earlier. The Power Link ability is not great. But again... Oh wait, I did pull a full art. That Sky Shaman, I forgot. I will say, though, when it comes to Legends ZA, I do like that we aren't getting major spoilers. There's Magneton. Because the reason why I'm glad we haven't gotten anything yet... Is it a God Pack? It is not. Yeah, I was also, at this point, complaining about how I had not pulled a God Pack yet. I mean, that's just sometimes how the cookie crumbles. Does it suck? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Because I literally went on Facebook about a week ago. Hello, Glaceon. But I went on Facebook about a week ago and was looking at how many people had gotten God Packs. It was ridiculous. Like, some people had, like, 2 of the Altards. This Manectric card is good. During your opponent's next turn, if the defending Pokemon tries to use an attack, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, that attack doesn't happen. So this can be really, really annoying if you're good with the coin flip. But I am really glad that we've gotten a whole bunch of new Pokemon. Because again, it spices up the meta, which in a game like this, you kind of have to do. And it's just like with the IRL TCG. You have to have so many new cards come out, but you also have to have a reprint of some of the older cards, that way some of the newer cards can be played with the old cards. Or you can switch them up, vice versa. I'm also really sorry for anybody who expected, like, a huge reaction. But I will actually be playing the actual video alongside this. But it'll be somewhere in the lower corner. Over here on the bottom. But I was really surprised we got both origin forms of Palkia and Dialga. But it is really, like I said, it is really nice that they give us reprints of old cards. Like, we already got Bronzor in Space Time Smackdown. But it's still nice to have. Because, say, one card might do more damage, but requires more energies. But another card does some sort of special thing. Another Bloody Magnemite. Yep, I heard it. And it's a full art. Like I said, I pulled a bunch of Sudowoodos, and I pulled a bunch of the Houndooms. I could theoretically put players on them already. At this point, I was literally begging for any EX, because I think I only pulled, like, one... Speak of the devil. But this Garchomp card is actually really good. This linear attack, it does 50 to one of your opponent's Pokemon, so you're still actively doing damage while building up your Dragon Claw. which is super good. But as I was saying about Legends EA, probably one of my favorite things I like is that we have, like, specific wild areas within the city. And it's in the future, which does make it kind of, or gives us a different look at how Palace would look in the future. Yep, there's something here. Another full art. Karam, zombie. Yep. Another Pseudo-Udo. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, if you were wondering, the full art luck, or the full art every 10 pack is still very, very much alive. At this point, I only was missing 5 cards, and I only had 30 packs left to open. I did end up getting another, I did end up getting more gold, so I can open one more 10 pack. But at this point, I was literally just speeding through here, just to find the, flash, the rainbow flare that you get, that you know is a good thing. Right within here, if I remember correctly. It wasn't that one. Yeah, there it is. I'm telling you, man, Pseudo-Udo full art is... Yep, that's 2 EXs. Glaceon. And Garchomp. I am so ticked. Because my reaction for this stuff was freaking funny. I honestly, at this point, had no idea if I was going to pull another rainbow, or if I was going to pull the immersive. Literally, right before like, a couple weeks before I did this recording, I opened 2 alt arts. The Infernape and the Mismagius from Genetic or not Genetic Apex, from Spacetime Smackdown. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Why couldn't you have shown up when I was doing the video? Heck, that would have made for better content. But no, I had to get like 5 dozen freaking full arts and like 30 EXs. Yep. Something here. Another full art. Another Sky Shade. Oh, man. And I thought I saw something there, but no, I didn't. I'm also sorry if this is, like, really confusing for some people. Yeah, I had 7,000 cards. I am still embarrassed to this at this point. Here we go. Yep, there was something in the middle and something at the very end. At this point, I was literally just speed running to try and get to those cards. I didn't care if I got something new. Actually, speaking of which, Origin Form Dialga. Flip a coin if tails during your next turn. This Pokemon can't attack. Which is a bit of a double-edged sword, but again, it is what it is. I'm sure we'll get a new either an EX or a new card of the Origin forms. Yep, something here. Another full art. And I was begging, if there was another full art I was missing, that I would get it. Nope, instead it was just another Houndoom. Yep. Again, at this point, I was just speedrunning, trying to get through, just hoping I can get either another full art. Yep. Here it is. Ghastly, Starly, Snowrun, Yone. Yeah, I took the immersive. Also, there's no sound. And I want you guys to look at all of the different Pokemon that are showing up here, because all of these have the Link abilities. So they're showing up here in the full art, which I think is so cool. But yeah, I'm going to show my reaction right over there. I'm going to tell you right now, I did not expect to get the immersive. I was hoping I would get the Alt-Art Glaceon, just because, you know, I make all of my own thumbnails, so I'm literally going onto the internet and looking for, like, stuff to put on it, to put on the thumbnail. 1 second. Alright, now we're back. So I did level up, which was nice. But this is the last 10 pack that I was gonna do. Because it cuts you off after you do so many openings. But as y'all saw, Rainbow Flare and Noise. So I was, again, speedrunning, trying to get to it. I was begging, hoping for either the last full art that I didn't have. Another Arceus EX. I am gonna add the music and the sounds, just so you guys aren't watching this bored out of your mind. But, yeah. That reaction says it all. I was completely dumbfounded when I pulled this. I pulled 2 alt-arts in a single pack opening. I am so mad that the audio is not there. Because I literally yelled my freaking throat out. But there was still one more little surprise in store. I was gonna pull one more pack to see if I could get the last EX card. And sure enough, I pull it. I was absolutely stoked. I am missing, I think, 4 cards out of this set. And well, that about wraps this up. So if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget, leave a like, and until next time, this is Neous-Prime, signing off!